guys, it's Amy from Now Polish Baby 19 and welcome to today's video. Today I'm here with a swatch and review and a throwback Thursday video to last year's Christmas collection, which was based off of the new Disney live Nutcracker and the Four Realms, I believe was the full title. I haven't actually seen the movie, so some of these references may be lost on me. I have had these since last Christmas, but I got them after the Christmas period, so I thought I would wait and swatch them as a throwback Thursday. You didn't hear just from that grumbling there. We have a guest with us again today. She's just had like the tiniest nap in the world, so she's probably going to be a bit aggy, but we're going to try and power on through like I've been trying to for my last few videos, so I really appreciate your patience while she's here with us today. But like I say, this year's Christmas collection was based off of Hello Kitty with OPI, and for me I just didn't. It's another huge collection, and this one that we're going to talk about today is 15 polishes, which I think is a bit excessive for any collection from any brand out there. I think 12's kind of my limit of where I think that's an okay kind of size. But I won't be getting any possibly of the Hello Kitty collection this year, so I thought instead of giving you a video on those, we would look back at last year and look at this 15-piece collection based on the Nutcracker and the Four Realms by OPI. Let's get going, because it could be a long one. And it's just rummaging through the basket, so if you can hear any clinkings together, it's just her having a look at the ones that we're going to be talking about in a minute. Promptly on cue there. The first three are three toppers in the collection, and they are essentially a silver, gold and bronze glitter topper. I don't know if OPI has come out with anything exactly like this before, but it is a nice addition to have into their range. They don't have a lot of toppers by OPI. Has a lot of toppers which are very similar, I want to say, but these are quite different, where you have, there's like almost two tones of those metallics in each bottle. So you're getting more of like, there's like a gold, a rose gold, and then more of a golder rose gold. Then there's a gold and a platinum, and there's like a silver and a platinum. So we've got two tone elements. I'm really aware that rustling is probably really loud and clinking. Are you okay down there? You having fun? So yeah, these are the toppers. They are different. You may have something similar in your collection, so you might not need them, but I did really like them. They give you a really great coverage overall. So yeah, I'll talk through quickly the names and pop some swatches up on them, but like I say, they are essentially very similar, but just three different colours that you can hopefully see nicely there. So the gold one is called Gold Key to the Kingdom. The more bronzy elemented one is called I Pull the Strings. And the silver one in this collection is called Dreams on a Silver Platter. So I wore all three of them over black, and that tends to be how I wear the toppers when I do wear them. So that one there are those three toppers in the collection. There are two red offerings in this collection here. We have a more brighter red, and then we have a darker and vampy red. The more darker red is called Ginger's Revenge, and out of the two of them, this is my favourite. I do like very, very dark, zesty, vampire-y kind of reds as well. And then the other one is more of like a standard red cream. So Ginger's Revenge is a really nice two-coater, going to be very vampy, a little bit of like Mrs. O'Leary's barbecue kind of, barbecue sauce kind of colour, which I really did appreciate. So a two-coater cream, and that one there was Ginger's Revenge. The more brighter classic red in the collection is called Candied Kingdom. This is fine. There is just a ton of colours out there in this colour range. So do you need this? There's not going to be many of you out there that don't have a dupe of this in your collection. It's a nice two-coater cream, but just very dupeable. That one there was Candied Kingdom. We then have this kind of... I don't even know how to explain this. I think from the name it's called Black to Reality, and it is therefore possibly a very, very dark black with a strong kind of like rusticy look to it. Almost looks a bit like deep wine colour as well. It's just a bit more of a different one out of this collection. I can't think of many polishes that are similar to this at all. It is very different, especially from OPI. Another one that is a nice two-coater. You're going to get that cream finish with a nice strong shimmer. So that one is Black to Reality. We then have two pinks in the collection. The bright pop of pink is called Toying with Trouble, and it's a really nice bright Barbie-ish candy coloured pink cream. Possibly more unique within OPI, because I feel like the other OPIs that I have in this colour have a little bit of a shimmer or glitter in them, but definitely like brands like Zoya again will have duped this colour. So although it's a nice two-coater formula, I'm going to be a little bit repetitive. I just think some of these colours are just quite standard colours, and I just thought that if they'd amped them up or changed them slightly or added a bit of shimmer or a bit of glitter or something, they would have been a bit more unique. So 2 coats of Toying with Trouble. We then have a shimmery pink purple here, which is called Berry Fairy Fun. And again, it's kind of the name's describing it. It's a berry pink. It is more of a metallic finish. There's a little bit of a like glowing lit from within look to it, but it is essentially, I'd say probably just a berry metallic, but not. There's more metallics out there, more metallic polishes out there as well, if that, I don't think I'm making any sense. It's a nice colour, it's something a little bit different, but just personally it's just not for me, I think. So yeah, that one there was Berry Fairy Fun. We have one gold, and this one is called Dazzling Dew Drop, and it also is very silver toned to it. I think where it's a little bit more metallic, the metallic element in it is very silver, so it's almost like the base is gold, but then the metallic shimmers and particles that are put in there are a little bit silver, if that makes sense. I'm not a huge fan of golds, and especially not yellow golds. This is more of a yellow gold. I prefer more rustic antique golds. It did build up in 3 coats where it was a bit of a sheerer base, and then those metallic particles kind of helped the build up. That one there was 3 coats of Dazzling Dew Drop. 1 green in the collection, and I really did like this green. Again, it's possibly quite a standard colour, but this is like a Crayola green. When you think of green, this is the tone of green that I think of, and it's called Envy the Adventure. I really like this one. It was a nice 2 coat of cream. I just thought it was a bit of a different, although a standard colour, a bit different for OPI to release. And I really did appreciate that this collection has got quite a rainbow of colours. It's not very one colour heavy, so that is really good, because it's awful when people have like massive collections but like half of the collection is the same colour. Do you know what I mean? So that one there was 2 coats of Envy the Adventure. I then have a lavender, and this is called Lavendare to Find the Courage. Really nice colour, really nice formula from OPI to have this kind of colour opaque in 2 coats. I don't think I have a lot of lavenders from OPI. I have, what is the lavender that's really popular? I have that one, and I just can't think what it's called. But I don't feel like OPI does lavenders that often. And I really did like this one. I had a really nice formula. It wasn't watery or pooly at all. It got really nice and opaque very easily, and it was nice and easy to work with. So that one was Lavendare to Find the Courage, 2 coats. We have a pearly white finish polish, and this is called Dancing Keeps Me on My Toes. Now there's been a few of these type polishes throughout the years. There's Happy Anniversary, there's Kitty White, but I think this might be my favourite out of all 3. It was the most opaque. I've recently destashed Happy Anniversary because Kitty White, which was a Hello Kitty original release, was so much more opaque, but this is even more opaque than Kitty White. It kind of gave this like pearls on your nails, like your nails had turned to pearl effect, and I really liked it. I loved how opaque it was, I loved how different it was, and it kind of was nice to see the OPI kind of improving on that formula and finish each time, and it almost justified the fact that the finishes are similar to those other polishes that I've mentioned. But yeah, really like this one a lot. That one was Dancing Keeps Me on My Toes. We have 2 blues in the collection. The first one is called Dreams Need Clara-fication, and I believe, no, I know Clara is the main character in the Nutcracker. I'm pretty certain of that. And it's almost, I want to say, similar to the Eyes Have It, which is from an Alice in Wonderland collection, because it almost reminds me a bit of like an Alice in Wonderland type colour as well. A really nice polish. It did get completely opaque in 2 coats. I compared the formula really to the lavender one. They kind of had a similar sort of mid-tone to them, but they got really opaque really nicely. And again, one of my favourites in the collection. Blues are always my favourites though. Dreams Need Clara-fication. We have a dark navy blue, and this one is called March in Uniform. This I did like, but I feel that the OPI has done this kind of colour range a lot, so although I'll keep it and I do enjoy it, I really like blues that are royal blue but also a dash of navy. But I think that OPI has other ones that are similar to this, and it's like a darker sister of You're So Euro, where there's also like a little bit of purple in there as well. A nice 2-coater. Just don't know if it's as unique, so otherwise I would say I loved it, but I'm just concerned that I think this is a little bit I would remember this collection. If I thought back on this collection and what it had in it, I would probably forget about this shade, if that makes sense. So 2 coats of March in Uniform. And the last one finishing us up, which I think was the most exciting polish when people first heard about the collection, and this is called Tinker, Thinker, Winker. And it's a holographic polish, and I think that's why everybody lost their minds over this one when it first came out, because mainstream's doing hollows is just not, doesn't happen. It's the 3-coater. It's not super hollow. It's like a very subtle hollow, definitely more hollow in the bottle than on your nails, and it's almost a clear base with very, very fine holographic flakes in it. So it does take 3 coats to build up to be almost opaque. I think the fact that you see the holographic hides the fact that you're still a tiny bit patchy underneath there. 4 coats would be more of a solid finish. I appreciate OPI doing this. I also think that you could wear this as a topper over some shades where it is almost in a clear base. I appreciate the effort. 3 coats of Tinker, Thinker, Winker. So that is that 15 polish collection. My 3 favourites are going to be the green, Envy the Adventure, the pearly white, Dancing Keeps Me on My Toes, and then the blue, Dreams Need Clarification. I will give an honourable mention to that holographic because I was impressed that OPI came out with that, and that was Thinker, Tinker, Winker. Thinker, Tinker, Winker, Tinker, Thinker, Winker. That's hard to say. Anyway, so that is my review, Throwback Thursday review to last year's Christmas collection. Let me know down below which ones that you picked up from this collection, and also, what do you think of the Hello Kitty collection? Because I'm a little bit disappointed, if I'm completely honest. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.